Write me a love letter. Not the kind people send when they're sure of themselves, but the kind that trembles a little in the hand before it's sealed. Write it slowly, as if every word might give you away. Let the ink stutter where your heart hesitates. Tell me that you thought of me this morning before you were fully awake, when the world was still hazy. Tell me that my name came to you like a song, one you didn't realize you still knew all the words to all these years later. Write me a love letter that doesn't rush. A letter that smells faintly of whatever the day is doing outside your window. Is it rain? Is it sunshine? A bit of dust on the windowsill? Don't polish it too much. Leave the scratch-outs where you changed your mind, the coffee ring where you sat your cup down. I want to see you in it, unguarded. I want to know what your handwriting does when you're thinking of me. Write me a love letter that begins with, I didn't mean to fall for you. Something humble and way too honest. Something that admits you never planned on any of this. That it just happened the way autumn does, quietly and then all at once. Tell me what you noticed first. Was it my voice? The way I paused before saying your name? Or something subtle, something no one else would think to remember? Like that little clicking sound I made when I was listening. Tell me what it's like when you think of me now. Not just the soft parts, the obnoxiously loud laughter or the warmth of my hugs, but the ache of distance too. Tell me if the thought of me makes you slow down in the middle of your day. Tell me if it's both comfort and chaos, if I exist somewhere between your heartbeat and your patience. I'd understand. I live there too. Write me a love letter that reads like a Sunday afternoon, meditative and slow, something you'd want to keep folded in your pocket for years. Don't make it perfect. Make it true. Let it sound like you with all your pauses, all your almosts. Tell me how it feels when you imagine us somewhere simple. The kitchen with the radio low, or the porch swing, or the back seat of a car that smells faintly of our last adventure. Tell me if the world gets quieter when I cross your mind. Write me a love letter that remembers ordinary things. The way you fumble for the light switch before your eyes adjust. The way you hum when you're nervous. The way time feels different when it's shared. Don't give me grand declarations. Give me the way you look at the world, because I'm in it. Tell me that love isn't always fireworks, but often steady candlelight. Tell me that sometimes you forget to be afraid of it. Write me a love letter that knows how to wait. The kind that tucks itself neatly and lives in a drawer until it's read. The kind that doesn't demand to be answered, only hopes to be understood. Tell me that you'd write to me even if you never sent it. That you'd still want me to know, somehow, that I changed something in you. That I made you softer where life had been hard, or braver where you'd once been timid. Write me a love letter that remembers laughter, that doesn't just ache but smiles too. Tell me about the small joy of seeing my name appear on your screen. Tell me about the way your chest feels lighter after we talk, even if the world outside hasn't changed. Tell me that I make you feel like the day might still have some kindness left in it. Write me a love letter that doesn't hide from time. Tell me that someday, when we're older, we'll look back on this and still feel a twinkle of this bright, unreasonable hope. Tell me that if the world spins us in different directions, you'll still remember the way it felt to stand still with me. Tell me that you'll keep a part of this, a sentence, a sigh, or maybe just a quiet moment somewhere no one else can touch. Write me a love letter that dares to believe in forever, even if it has to whisper the word. Tell me that love is worth writing for, even when the paper's thin and the pen runs out. Tell me that if there's another life, you'd still find me in it, still reach for me like you did the first time. And when you're done, don't seal it yet. Let it sit. Let the ink dry in the air between us. Imagine me unfolding it, tracing the shape of your words with my fingertips, reading it the way you meant it to be read, slowly, reverently, like a prayer prayed with hope into the universe. Because maybe what I'm really asking is not for the letter, but for what it means to be known like that, to be thought of in sentences, to live inside your handwriting for a little while, to exist in a moment that isn't rushed or loud or temporary. Write me a love letter, and maybe what you'll find is that you've written one for yourself too. That in telling me what you feel, you'll remember that you can still feel that deeply. That love doesn't have to be clever or certain. It just has to be genuine. And when I read it in my dreams, or in the quiet hours before dawn, I'll know you meant every word. Not because the grammar is perfect, not because it ends neatly, but because it sounds like the way your heart beats when you think no one's listening. That's the letter I want. The one that's all you. The one that's almost courageous. The one that's a little messy. Just enough to be real.